I can't believe the audacity of some people. Her husband cheats on her, leaves her for another woman, and now that woman thinks she gets to say in how her kids are raised? Like, what? So this woman, Isla, has 2 kids. She was married for years and things weren't perfect. They were in marriage counselling, trying to work through it. At least that's what she thought. Because while he's sitting there saying he wants to fix things, he's already cheating with the woman he eventually leaves Isla for. The affair had been going on long enough that when the divorce finally happened, he just stepped straight into a relationship with her. Apparently, the only reason he didn't go public earlier was so the kids wouldn't realise that he'd been cheating. Which sounds considerate until you realise it's just damage control. So now Isla's ex-husband is with this other woman. They've been together a couple of years, married for less than 1. And there's tension. Obviously. She can't stand him for cheating, as she can't stand the new wife for knowingly getting involved with a married man with kids. And the new wife? She thinks Isla should have helped him lie to the kids, so that they could have been together openly sooner. And that's the part where you stop and think, what are you talking about? Because that's not just messy. That's a completely different version of reality. Some people don't justify what they did, they rewrite it. Anyway, now the issue is the kids. Isla shares custody with her ex, physical and legal. So every major decision, schooling, activities, doctors, gets decided between the 2 of them. Him and her, not him, her, and the woman that he cheated with. But the new wife doesn't see it that way. She wants in, not just included, equal say. And she's not subtle about it. It starts small. The kids do swimming lessons every summer. They always have. Both parents agreed on it right from the start, until the new wife decides that she wants to change it. A different place and a different setup. And instead of going through her husband, she goes straight to Isla and says that she wants to talk about it. And the answer is no. Just no. But she doesn't accept that. She goes back to the ex-husband and gets him to bring it up again. And this time he says, well, you should at least hear her out. And that's where the line gets drawn. Because hearing her out sounds reasonable, but it's not. This is the woman who helped break up her marriage, and now she wants a seat at the table? No. So Isla says no again, and makes it very clear. If they agree on something, he can bring it to her. But she's not sitting down to co-parent with his wife. And that doesn't go over well, because it doesn't stop there. Next is extracurriculars. Then it's the doctors. Different activities, different paediatrician. Every time, I should have a say. And that's where it shifts, because she's not asking anymore, she's claiming the authority. And again, no. Even the ex-husband agrees with Isla that time, but he's still annoyed. Not because of the decision, but because she won't include his wife in the conversation. Which says a lot, because at some point this stops being about the kids and starts being about making the new situation feel legitimate. Sometimes people don't just want to be included, they want it to feel equal, official. And that's what this is. But from Isla's perspective, it's simple. She co-parents with her ex-husband because she has to. They share children, so they share responsibility. But she didn't have children with this other woman. She doesn't owe her equal space, or an equal voice, or an equal say. And more than that, this is the same person who had no problem inserting herself into the marriage in the first place. So now being told no feels a bit different. Because boundaries always feel unfair to the people who benefited when there weren't any. And that's where she stands. She's not stopping her ex from involving his wife. He can include her however he wants on his side. But when it comes to her, it's not equal. And it's not going to be. Because those kids are hers and his. Not his, hers, and the woman he cheated with. But now she's wondering, is that too harsh? Because technically, yes, this woman is part of the kids' lives now. But does that automatically mean that she gets a say? Or is there a line between being present and being entitled? I don't know. If someone steps into a situation that started like this, do they earn equal footing over time? Or do they just have to accept that some roles were never theirs to begin with? Thanks for judging that one with me on Am I the Arsehole But Zen? Let's see if your verdict changes next time.